أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونتوب إليه اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Today, inshallah, I'm sorry we came late a little bit. I have some technical issues and to sort out. And today, bi'idhnillah, I intended to discuss about Qalqalah, which is something that has to do with the attributes of the letters of the Quran. Right? So let's kind of have a frank discussion about how to learn to read the Quran. So a lot of the times people think the Quran is hard to learn. Oh, it's really hard, it's this and that. But it comes down to how you learn it and who is teaching you the Quran. Alhamdulillah, over the years, we've had a program called the Accelerated Quran System. This program helps students learn to read the Quran on their own formats. Imagine you having to put a child to learn with us, and in the next 4 months, your child is able to read the Quran on his own. Everyone wants that. Yeah, it's possible. However, it's not magic to get this to do. It's not magic. There are a set of processes needs to be done. There are a set of habits needs to be put in place. Strategies need to be put in place to have the kids learn or still learn to read in formats. It's something that's completely achievable in formats, provided that the student is ready to do it. And it's not going to be that they'll be learning for 10 days in a week or 5 days in a week or 7 days. In general, just 3 hours in a week for them to learn. In total, 3 hours maximum to do homework, to do good class, to do review of the Quran. What really matters is the structure and the consistency. And so among the things that we teach our students in our program is the rules of Qalqalah, which is something I will talk briefly about today. And inshallah, next week I will talk about it more in detail. The rules of Qalqalah. So this has to do with the attributes of the Quran. So for those of you guys just listening to me right now or just hearing me for the first time, my name is Imam Muhammad. I'm the founder and also a tutor here at Maaher Academy. And we have a wonderful program, alhamdulillah. Allah has helped us to use that program to actually help a lot of young Muslim kids across the globe in the UK, the US, Canada, and all other places to actually learn to read the Quran. Instead of you having to put your child to learn Quran for years and years and it's without any kind of resolve out there for you to rely on, we take them through the journey in just a matter of 4 months and get them achieve the goal, inshallah. And so among the topics that's required for them to learn, which is something that it might not be a very basic topic, is the rule of Qalqalah. And this is something that's brief I will just discuss today. The rule of Qalqalah is so very simple, and it's about how do you pronounce some words of the Quran, some letters of the Quran that have circle sukun. So there are 2 types of sukun that you will see in the Quran. So we have the one we call the half circle sukun. We teach our student that when you have just something like half of a circle, it's something you're seeing here. These are called the half circle sukun. And letters that have that, if any of these 5 letters have this, ta, ba, jim, and dan, once they have this kind of half circle sukun, they will be pronounced echo. That's called Qalqalah. And this is a part of the sifatu ghayru mutadad. We have the sifatu huruf. We have a sifatu al-asliyah. Right? We have those attributes of the huruf that the basic attributes. To be sifatu mutadada, opposite attributes. This is a very advanced topic that we teach our students in the prescribed Quran memorization program. The letters of the Quran, the attributes. So you need to learn 3 things to be able to read the Quran very well. You need to learn about the ahkam of the huruf, the rules. You need to learn about the makharij, the articulation of the letters. And you need to learn about the sifat of the huruf, the attributes. So attributes, articulation, and the rules of the letters. You see? And that's why a lot of people say, once you know the letters very well, then you can read the Quran. Yeah. And you see in our program, we have this structure for 4 months to get the kids to that level. So Qalqalah is a set of letters, is a rule, or is an attribute. Let's say that is an attribute among the sifat of some letters in the Quran. And these are sifat that they are just for certain letters. No other letters in the Quran will have those attributes. And we call them as-sifatu ghayru mutadaddah. So the sifat is not having any opposite. So the set of letters we have them. Like for instance, Enroll has the sifat of at-takrar, you know, takrar. That is the sifat of Ra, for instance. So these 5 letters are called the huruf al-qalqalah. And so they have the attributes that anytime that they get pronounced with after sukun, they get pronounced like echo. So here it is going to be O, right? And the letters are O, U, B, J. So Qaf, Ta, Ba, Jim, and Dal, these are all those, letters that will be pronounced with what? That will be pronounced with echo sound. So they will be pronounced with echo sound. So O, O, B, J, D, right? O, O, B, J, D. So I put an example of how it will actually get pronounced in here. So like, like probably the transliteration example of how it will definitely get pronounced. So O is anytime a cough is either it naturally has the half circle sukun. So go watch back some of my videos about silent Quran letters. When I talk about the sukun concept, sukun, the half circle sukun, the full circle sukun, I talk in detail about that. And so Ko, To, Ba, and Jim, and Dal, these are the 5 letters of Qalqalah. And so when they get pronounced with echo anytime they have the half circle sukun. See, anytime they got the half circle sukun, naturally, or you stop on them. So for instance, now this qaf here is having a kasra here. But anytime, based on what we've learned earlier on about the rules of sukun and the rules of stopping, we're going to give this qaf a sukun, the half circle sukun. And because of that, it will be قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ. You see that? Because normally you're going to stop on this qaf and give the qaf a sukun. And anytime it gets a sukun, the qaf will get an echo sound. So it's not that the qaf is naturally having the sukun because we stop on the qaf. So 2 things. It's either you stop on the letter, it's going to have a half circle sukun, or the letter naturally have the half circle sukun, it's going to get pronounced with echo sound. Or this one here, the dal here naturally have the sukun, and the dal here naturally have the half circle sukun, and that will get pronounced naturally with echo. Lam yalid walam yulad. Lam yalid walam yulad. You see that? Lam yalid walam yulad. Right? Lam yalid walam yulad. So the dal they are having qalqalah naturally because they have the half circle sukun on them. It's not because they're stopping on them, that's why they have it, but they have it naturally. Or here, the ba here will be having a half circle sukun and having an echo sound because you are even stopping on it, not because it has it naturally. So anytime you stop on letters, so there are some letters, anytime you stop on a letter and the letter has a fatha, or it has a kasra, or it has a dumma, or the letter even have a dumatani, or the letter has a kasratani, you want to stop on any letter that has this, you will give all those letters a half circle sukun. You want to cancel out all these things because you're stopping, and the letter will be having what? It will be having the half circle sukun. This kind of sukun, like you're seeing here. That's called the half circle sukun. So anytime you're reading a word of the Quran and you want to stop, you have to do sakta, a small pause, and you will cancel out any letter that have the fatha, the kasra, the dhamma, the dumatani, the kasratani. I'm omitting one here. There's the fathatani. That one, it's not going to be converted to fatha. We're going to talk about it later on, right? So any of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this sounds will get echo sound when you stop on them. So إذا وقب, right? Because you're stopping on the ba now, and the ba is having a sukun. Because you stop on it, we're going to pronounce with echo sound, right? B. Or this ba here is naturally having an half circle sukun, so you don't worry about that. And so that's going to be habilum min masad. Habilum min masad. You see that? So when the letters naturally have a half circle sukun, of course, guaranteed you're going to give them echo sound. But when you stop on those 5 letters, so there are 5 of them, we call them the Qalqalah letters, right? This is a sifa, it's a sifa, I'll call it an attribute of letters that is non-opposite. So this is an advanced topic we're going to learn later on. For those of you guys that follow us up until next year, inshallah, we already have a list of all the topics of Tajweed to learn. So check in every week to learn with us here. And so, habilum min masad, right? Masad. Masad, you see the dal here is having a kasratani, but because we're stopping on it, we'll give it a half circle sukun and gonna make it what? Echo. Masad, right? And that's it. And so there are tons of examples that you're gonna learn. And so if you really want to hang out, this is something that's really serious. I tell people, is your child having struggle learning to read the Quran for years? Or your child has been having issues forgetting the Quran lessons? They're not remembering what they've learned, or they are even unmotivated. And you so want to help them, you have a passion to get them to achieve this goal on time without wasting the time. A lot of parents won't waste the time of the kids. I know it sounds so weird, right? Because why? Because you see, although many people do not have access to programs that will get the goal achieved for the kids. And that's why a lot of people are not, to be blamed that the kids are learning Quran for years. But the thing is that like many Quran programs are not tailored to help the kids achieve the goal. The teacher just want to get paid and get the money monthly and puts the parents in a monthly subscription and just going to be paying. That's not our own goal here in our program. We want the kids to actually achieve goal by goal. So the first 4 months in our program, we want any student to be able to read the Quran on their own, provided they've done what they need to do. So we have something called the Quran learning habits in our program. I've talked about this earlier on, in our seminars last year, this year as well. So the attendance to classes, punctuality, submission of homework, these are things that we track weekly. And this is something that we want the kids to actually take ownership of. And so we have a way to track it and give students that are actually doing those things, you give them a college, you give them, a badge and make them be so proud of themselves doing that. And so we're going to teach a child all the modules of curriculum that needs to be learned. We have 8 modules that we teach our students in the foundation program to actually teach them how to read the Quran on their own, so they can pick the Quran. So Qalqalah is just one of the topic on the Sukun that we teach our students. And you see here, you see that this PowerPoint that we used to teach our students. So this is exactly from the class down to you guys, not paying for this, right? You're seeing the class right from the screen right here. So this is a module. You can see this is ALK level 1. So this is the level 1 program, and this is a module of Sukun. And so we taught them the Sukun types. These are the types of Sukun. And we do practice. So we do practice and learn and practice. So the kids will learn how to pronounce all this and pronounce them, words, single words, single letter, 2 letters, words. Then they start pronouncing 4-letter words, 5-letter words, and pronouncing and going, right? And then going, then they come to learn the the full circle Sukun types. And afterwards, we go to Qalqalah, and we go and read more ayat of the Quran, and we read the surah. And this is 3A, we go to 3B and do more practice. So Qalqalah is where we're going to stop here. Inshallah, next week, join me together next week to do some revisions and get to know about how to read the Quran. If you like this video, put a comment below, or if you have any questions, put a comment below. If you like this video, you want us to do more of this, put a like button under this video, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.